A lot of regulars, Devers, Bogarts, Verdugo, Martinez, a lot of familiar names, but some other guys.
Right-hander, so Alek Manoah, look at his numbers for the season. Very impressive.
Off for the Red Sox. And we are underway with a fast team for this trip. There's a strike, and it is 1-1. Had a tough year up and down a number of times. A ground ball to second, and an easy play for Whit Merrifield one day.
Behind the plate. This is the 30th time he has caught Alek Manoah.
In fact, this could be a Game 1 lineup, what we're seeing tonight.
I don't think.
Yes, 27 home runs on the season, and a 3-0 green.
He's a tough out. He's not had a lot.
3-2, another.
Yeah, he's got a little extra hop on that fastball upstairs. The Blue Jays record, it's pretty even.
Xander Bogaerts, the batter. And looks at a fastball in for his 2016 side. He's the one guy who knows better than any.
16. This place is as good as atmosphere as any.
Field line. Teoscar Hernandez giving chase and will run. And he has a. And fouls one back our way.
And he can hit the heater, 6th highest average in the major.
And another pitch.
For a pitcher too, he just walked in and said, "Is that in?" Just to corner to left-handed hitters is so important.
2-2.
Change at a particular time. Fastball's not.
And the pitch. Ball left center. Easy one for George Springer. Off day yesterday. A little bit strange, I'm sure, for John Schneider and company, but and of course we don't know who the Blue Jays will play and if that team will start a righty or a lefty.
C is making his 32nd start of the season. The Yankees last time out.
As Springer rips it into center for a base hit.
Problems with Springer and Bichette, the first two in the Blue Jays.
The game at his apartment yesterday. Jordan season 60 games for a base hit. Expanded playoff field.
And Springer, as they've done often, comes through early up.
Planet. Vladdy took exception to it. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Fernandez in June of '86. Lloyd Moses
in September. The final day of September. He also leads the American League in hits.
The 2-2 to Vladdy. Bounced foul up the.
Continue to pound him inside, and lately he's
shallow right center. And the catch will be made by
Bogarts in a row up the middle. Devers and Tristan base for sure. Maurice. And you can see how far this ball bounces, and sure he wanted to deliver the pitch. He was just going to hold it.
Fastball in there. 1-1.
Certainly had plenty of the plate.
And this will get a run home. The only play is to first.
Wasn't the case as Alejandro picks up his 63rd RBI.
231, 27 homers. But he
an atmosphere. It was different because I don't know what the count was.
Alex Cora on the phone. To right, Verdugo back and with room.
On Queens P, while his wife Jessica from their home in first, he really tried to slow time down a bit. Who had an illustrious career as a Blue Jay, 1,420.
Anna was a starter on that team, and then in 28 his team to championships in the past.
I mean, skies wonder right where when he was a player. So this is going back over. That's really cool. You know, when people either reach out to
his opportunity. Start coaching when he was.
He's their first baseman next year.
Yeah,
the numbers at AAA this year: 293, 8. 1-1. You see where Reese McGuire is?
Few years, so he knows all about it. But it's kind of a comfort thing to get.
3-2. Comes down from Sportsnet 1 and Sportsnet Now. Keeping an eye on the Rays and the Mariners. Tampa Bay is in Houston.
Have been pretty constant to third, short, and
the end of the bat, and it'll drop into center field. A base hit for Teoscar.
Teoscar comes through with a leadoff base hit.
Took BP again today. But I did in getting both of them back, even if it was in a limited capacity.
Right.
And fouled back. And their health matches in the playoffs. If Gurriel's healthy, do they carry all? Right side, Bogarts to second for one, and that's all.
Starters and a very capable bullpen.
Yeah, Luis Castillo, the batter, Danny Jansen. Jansen again.
For all the different scenarios and talk about what happens if.
Swing and a miss and a full count now on Jansen. Tapia's running. And it's ball 4.
Isn't it interesting how many times Raimel
with Merrifield pops it up, but it will drop on
there so he doesn't run into that wall. Pretty cool slide.
Asked him, what do you think your heartbeat will be like next week? He said, Whit, what are you doing out here? Well hit. It'll be. Both runners will tag. Tapia.
4-3 by Kirk, and then this sac fly by Whit Merrifield coming through the minor leagues, and never really had any.
Fastball in there, 2-1. Going to win the Cy Young, but Buck, he's going to finish in the
for his 16th win tonight. Framber Valley, Verlander and Dylan Cease of the White Sox.
And he got him.
And that's what he was looking for, that command, both sides of the plate.
So I wanted to get the league, but he's on the other coast. You know, the first thing you notice is how big he is. And then the next thing you notice, anybody who is more competitive than he is. The intensity into left and right at Tapia. 2 down.
After Blue Jays lost last week, and he was sitting there.
And Gausman, like all questions, you talked about how blessed he. Duran hits it pretty well, but
Snyder, Charlie Montoya, the manager at the start of the season.
Down, and he's got it. And he sets down the.
Sure, time goes fast. Yes, we're sure. And
in the same time, you know who he trailed?
Andrew Kirk behind him. Younger Blue Jays like the Bichette and the Guerrero. They played in the playoff. And into the second deck.
He had a swing and a pitch down.
His standards. That ball was smoked. 100.
He barreled it up and broke.
But when you make other major league players go wow, you're pretty special.
Not going to stay in the yard. Get Matt Chapman swinging the bat the way he's capable of. They rattled the Blue Jays cage.
Do this, be up on the top step, being one of the guys cheering for his teammates.
Everybody else.
Yeah.
Team.
Chops one to third, throw to second to get Kirk.
At the same time, the final game, the Blue Jays play in the afternoon.
Yeah, all the line to first, and a nice play.
That's a very cool sign. Fiona couldn't keep these PEI fans. The Blue Jays are 13-3 against Boston this.
For that one, and pops it into very shallow right field, and in comes.
But that.
Face JD Martinez. Pitches in a game that he's thrown all year in his last start.
This is his 6th. You get your foundation where you pitch, and he.
Right side, Merrifield up with it. And this go to second, bunts up the first base.
Today.
Merrifield.
Situation. Adam Simber, and of course Simber had that hit.
Safe.
When he made an errant throw, he said, "Give me another one."
Because then this
hitter behind him, and it's a tough. Said he's okay, and he'll go through the
field. Duran back, but has room, and it makes the.
Rival jokingly disagreed with the move, tweeting this.
Both of whom have had incredible season on the line. You know, to be either the division winner. One down for ball, and Manoah late getting off the mound. Center field. Lots of time for Springer to get there. Play well. They obviously control their own destiny. Back Goes Bichette, and he's there.
2-run shot back into third.
Left, but playable. One down. 86, so they've got a chance to win a bronze tonight if they can beat off. Looks like the heel of the glove of Christian Guerrero, Gurriel, Teoscar all in the lineup. Bull gave up a couple of runs in relief. Center, 2 down, and then Ryu started in game 2. Up, shallow right, and it's down for a base hit. Drop.
Big inning for Manoah and the Blue Jays, considering where.
Right there, 2-2. Tough year for the Merrifield feeds Chapman. Chapman back to go.
Goes off the bag, and here comes Chapman with that cannon.
Innings. And when your manager gives you a hug.
Really hasn't gotten the attention he deserves.
Woo! That thought, it is gone.
And the inside the park rhymes that makes you think, man, this guy should hit more home runs.
Just being a DH, or Gurriel might, they might.
7th home run. He is 30th.
That's up and down the lineup for the Blue Jays so far tonight.
Yeah, and
here to left center, and it is gone.
George Springer started the game off for the Blue Jays. For Springer, that's his 25th homer of the season.
Excellent at not letting the moment get too big. George Springer. And strike 3
to him, and that's when they become most productive.
To the mound. And the inning is over, but the
over to the Blue Jays bullpen. The first out of the pen tonight, as you say,
into the top seed. They cannot be caught second. Easy play, Merrifield. Seattle starting.
Oh, you don't have to.
Sasan, all those guys. They keep things moving, right? They're the Springer have the other ones. The right center. Big
right past the second baseman into center.
Celebration coming after the game. Roller for Danny Jansen, and he will be thrown out. .com to get your tickets.
And Jose Barrios will tell you he hasn't had the kind of season.
The Merrifield charges, unloads, and Vladdy can't pick.
Merrifield. Witt had to throw on the run, and Vladdy made a good
lead for the Red Sox. Bobby Dahlbeck will stay in the game. 2 for 2 and a sac fly. Field line dropping and fair.
It's into the seats out of play.
In case, texted our good buddy Will Fleming, one of the. There's Bo Bichette. Right field line. Merrifield for Bichette to make it.
Is liable to lead the month of September into May.
Chop to third, throw to second, 1, and no chip, but an incredible month of September.
Player of the month.
Oh, right there, still pushing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially the.
Zimmer's going to run it down.
Season. Vladdy Guerrero goes deep. Bo Bichette.
3 scoreless innings for his first big league save. Whit Merrifield.